Hi, my name is Rob Ray with MP3 Car. We're here at CES 2010, and we happened to walk by this booth here, which happened to win the best handset device of the show. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing here.
Well, we won the Innovations Design and Engineering Award for the best wireless handset.
Okay.
And it was pretty exciting for us because it was actually a dream that I've had for the last 5 years working on the technology. So that was kind of neat. And essentially what we've done is we've been able over the last, I started the company about 12 years ago, and then 10 years ago I brought a guy on by the name of Tim Riker. And he was the one person who really believed it was possible to create two-way video calling over the next few years. Of course, it was analog at the time, so then they moved over to digital. And what we've done over the last few years, we've been doing two-way video calls in the United States at 24 to 30 frames per second, using about 30 to 35 kilobits per second for the last 2.5 years. We've done it on all the networks. It's been pretty exciting. Recently, one of the major carriers saw a demonstration. They loved it. So we're in testing right now, the final stages of testing for a major carrier. We expect to have the phone on the market within the first quarter of this year.
And it's going to be a CDMA phone. You just can't tell us which carrier it's going to be.
Right. So, I mean, you know, there's a couple of major ones out there, but obviously CDMA is where we're starting. And then in a few months after that, we expect by the end of the second quarter of this year, we should have a GSM version available as well.
How much is this going to cost, do you think?
For you, the device price?
Yeah, when it comes out.
We're saying officially that it's a competitive, and it's really kind of relying upon what the carriers are going to give us back. You know, if they're going to give us some kind of, you know, $100, $150, whatever. Might not be anything at all, but they're pretty excited about it, so we're hoping that they're going to be willing to support a little bit better from their side.
Now, you mentioned before that it had Android OS on it.
Yes.
Do you get all the features of the Android OS plus the two-way video calling with your phone?
Right. So
cool.
One thing we want to do, that's a great question, by the way, we want to build a great phone. So it was critical to us. If you build a great phone, people are going to use it. And then if it does video calling, which is really what we built it for, that's an added bonus. So you can use it for video calling, or you don't have to. You can activate if you're using data, which is where the video call is done, or if you just want to use it as a great phone that has unbelievable battery life, works that way well too.
Well, maybe you can give us a quick demo of what this looks like, and then we'll let you get back to the show.
Okay, sure. So to give you a demonstration real quick. This is our phone here. It's called the VPhone, which obviously stands for video, right? The keyboard is something that has been impressive for most of the people that have reviewed it, but we haven't any genuine reviews. We haven't sent them out yet. But the keyboard's great because it's so much room for thumbs. Automatically, people pop it open and go, "Oh, this is great," because they love the Sidekick for that, and they're saying, "Wow, this is the best smaller phone that I can get that has a great keypad access." Some other things that are exciting about the phone: you've got a USB client and host port here, so you can plug your jump drive in and pull up applications if you want to. And it's also the only phone in the world that does multi-point access, so you can connect 8 different devices. So if you were someplace and you wanted to get 8 laptops on, you could connect them all through this and jump on the internet. And that would be, it's the only phone today that does that. They compare it to like the MiFi thing. Ours is multi-access point capable. So, and then of course it's got the 1.6 right now loaded on it, OS from Android. So you've got your applications here. You can kind of scroll through. Back button, home button, very, very simple. And the menu button, if there's something you can pull up there. Go into settings if we want to. Switch over, move down, very simple to use. I think it's a great phone. The Android OS in general for elderly people who only want to have a couple buttons to press. Don't have to think a lot.
So if I wanted to connect to a desktop, a person that has a desktop, and do two-way calling with somebody that has a desktop, is there a PC or Mac software so that someone can do this type of a call with a desktop client?
That's a great question. Not yet, but we're working on it. And right now we have one major company that distributes 15-20% of the laptops and notebooks in the world. They contacted us and said, "Hey, can we make this in all of our laptops?" So obviously this phone would be able to call them anytime they want to. And I think the other question is the capability of it to do this for other devices, H.263, H.264, and SIP-enabled devices. You'll be able to call them.
Great. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Chad.
Hey,
appreciate your time.
You bet. Thanks, Rob.